Hi guys, it's me, NYSE Einstein from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. 7th record day close, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average 22,026 points. Are we going to see consolidation? Are we going to see a sell-off? Are we going to see a building of a foundation of a new record high coming into this marketplace? Today was a fascinating day. We had 22,000 yesterday. We did not sell off. We did not break it all. Okay, there was a little bit of a divergence between the Dow and the S&P. I don't know if that really matters so much. S&P in the red most of the day, off a couple points. Russell off a couple points. Not that significant. Gold off a couple points. Oil off a couple points. Net, Dow holds steady. Market seems strong. So are we at record highs in the Russell and the S&P and whatnot? Not, but very much not off the highs. The S&P, the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at a record high. So I think even though we see that divergence, if this market was being sold off in any big way, we would surely notice it. It would be reflected in the Dow. Or in a very large transport sell-off, which we're not seeing any longer. That seemed to, the bleeding has abated on the transports. Today we ended up closing transports up 10. Probably a little bit of the rally of the carriers and the airlines and the deliverers relative to a little bit of a profit taking in oil. But net at the end of the day, market seems strong. Midday, however, we saw a massive sell-off, intraday, short-term, exaggerated in a bit of a way, because Special Prosecutor Mueller came out with a report saying that he was going to impanel a grand jury into the investigation of the president and his dealings with Russia and collusion. That's a big deal. Once again, you and I have spoken about it over and over and over again, that the only time that this rally has ever been dislocated has been some question where the vulnerability of the actual criminal intent of the administration has really come into question, right? Whether it's Jared Kushner, whether it's Donald Trump Jr., Donald Trump, Comey, whatnot, those have been the few sell-side situations we've seen. No follow-through at the end of the day. Is anything going to happen over this? I do not know. The potential downside would be the impeachment of the president. Potential upside would be it really means nothing and he's completely Teflon and it will have no net effect on the market. The market did rebound. It did rally back off that initial reaction. Funny thing about headlines these days is robots read them. They read the tweets. Investigation, special prosecutor, grand jury, keywords that cause the robots and the algos to sell, and that's what happens. We did have an initial buyback, a little bounce back and whatnot, but net at the end of the day, market closed at a high of 22,026. There was no follow-through on that sell side. And the imbalances on the end of the day were bullish, and that kind of gave it that little oomph, that rally that took the train all the way into the station. So tomorrow's going to be a very telling day. We're coming into the end of the week, first week of August. Fresh money feels like it's coming into the market. Sell side doesn't seem like it's going to hold. But you know what? One good or two good headlines, a couple of good tweets, a couple of investigations, some criminal intent, and boom, this market could roll over a little bit. I don't believe it's going to have any sell-off in big follow-through, but you know what? I could be wrong. I look like Einstein. I'm not as smart as him, so that could happen. I love you all. NYSE Einstein. Stick with the exchange. Stick with New York Stock Exchange. Stick with Einstein. I love you all. We'll pick this up again tomorrow and later.